Welcome back, everyone, to the Illinois Fighting Illini Dynasty here. We have some Saturday night football here between the Fighting Illini and the Louisville Cardinals. The Fighting Illini now 7-1, ranked number 7. Had a big win last week versus Minnesota, who's only won one game this year, 44-24. That doesn't seem like a crazy score, but two of Minnesota's touchdowns with like a minute left, so they don't really matter. Illinois whooped them. Eric Fisher, 5 touchdowns to 0 interceptions. The defense could have been better. They didn't have any turnovers, which is a little, but it is what it is. A win's a win against Minnesota. And their opponent is going to be one of the Big Ten's newest teams in the Louisville Cardinals. The Cardinals 4-4 on the season, of course, led by their star senior quarterback Lamar Jackson. Hoping to get a big win here for Louisville against one of the nation's best defenses to potentially get Louisville closer to a ranking, get them closer to a bowl, and with this good of a defense, improve his draft stock significantly. So, Illinois at number 7 taking on Louisville here at Papa John's Cardinal Stadium. Papa John's has some great food. So, Illinois will choose tails because tails never fails. And it failed that. Illinois will be starting on the 25 with a touchback. Derek Hall in motion is Fisher looking for Jackson Kelly, and he comes down with it, gaining 18. Jackson Kelly doing what Jackson Kelly does best on his and Eric Fisher's favorite play. Illinois now has it at the 26, 4 minutes and 23 seconds left in the first quarter. As Fisher, he's going to scramble and run with it. Illinois now has it at the 10 after the nice run from Fisher, who is really taking running out of his game after all the minor injuries last year. Fisher is going to be brought down to the ground, losing 5 yards by Stephen Graham. Eric Fisher is hurt. That's great. As David Barrett on third down looking for Kendrick Foster. And Foster is unable to get the first down, and Illinois is going to have to take the points, but who knows if Akeem Manson's going to make it because he's unsurprisingly, Akeem Manson missed the chip shot field goal. And also unsurprisingly, Eric Fisher is completely fine as Nebraska ranked number 3 in a close one against Wisconsin. I think these are the last 2 Big Ten teams that Illinois has to play this year. Obviously, this team's going to miss a lot of their seniors, but they're certainly not going to miss Akeem Manson. As Lamar Jackson and Louisville on first down will be almost picked off by Charles Cook, but Edwards comes down with it and he gets past the 50. It is 3rd and 5 for the Cardinals at about the 43-yard line. As Lamar Jackson in the backfield is running back behind him. Jackson has all the time in the world and he's going to get a first down on the ground. Slides to almost the 20. 2nd and goal on the 2 for the Louisville Cardinals. As Jackson will toss it to Ken Hubbard and he will easily, that's not even Ken Hubbard, that is Jay Smith, and Louisville will be the first ones to take the lead. We have another studio update here for you as Nebraska did pull away from Wisconsin, improving to 9-0. So Illinois is going to have to take on their second top 3 team of the season next week. Their first one, their only loss to number 1 Ohio State. And speaking of number 1 Ohio State, they won their 9th game as well, beating number 15 Michigan 38-14. Illinois had a good drive going last drive, but of course Akeem Manson screwed it up. That is why Illinois goes for it a lot on 4th down. Is on 3rd down, Fisher under a lot of pressure, and he is sacked for the 3rd time today. The offensive line has been horrible. Louisville is once again in the red zone, as it'll be a read option, and Nick Rodriguez is there to make the play. He has had a horrible season after being one of the most dominant players in the nation last year, finally wrapping a quarterback up behind the line. It is 3rd down and 12 for Louisville, as Lamar Jackson will look for Maynard, but he will be stopped by the sophomore Chris Wright. Huge tackle preventing Louisville from making it a 2-touchdown game. Louisville does still have a shot of making it a 2-touchdown game right now, as they're going for it on 4th and 2. Very gutsy play call. Hand off to Hubbard, and Delshon Phillips is there to stop it, gaining Illinois momentum and a huge defensive play. It is 3rd and 1 for Illinois, as they need to gain some momentum by gaining a first down. As Fisher, he sees a wide open Derek Hall, or that's not Derek Hall, that's Shannon Hall, one of the backup tight ends, who gets to about the 45-yard line. It is 1st and 10 of the 34 for Illinois as Fisher Fake hands it off to Will Taylor. Looking for a wide open Jackson Kelly. Shrugs the defender, gets inside the 10-yard line. It is 3rd and goal on the 2. Fisher. He's going to scramble. He will look in the end zone, and it is caught by Derek Hall. Risky pass, but it works out, and Illinois will most likely tie this game up. Of course, who knows about Akeem Manson, but good play from the Fighting Illini. It is 2nd and 10 for Louisville at about the 25. Nelson in motion for the Cardinals. Lamar Jackson under pressure, and he is sacked by Nick Rodriguez. He's had a big game so far. He had a lot of big games last year, and he's had like none this year, but making a play. I think this is only his 3rd sack of the year after leading all of college football just a season ago. Well, Jackson Kelly got hurt and will be out for the rest of the game. I did not know about that. That's not good. Eric Fisher just lost his best target, his best friend, and his safety blanket. And now Kyle Busch, Mr. Brickhands, is going to be in the game at tight end. It's on 3rd and 10 for Louisville, taking their sweet old time. It's going to be a pass from Lamar Jackson. It's a screen for Hubbard, and he gets a 1st down. It is 1st and 10 at about the 34 for Louisville. 14 seconds left. They have 2 timeouts left, as it'll be a screen pass for Hubbard. Hubbard gets by plenty of defenders to about the 11-yard line with just 6 seconds. The update has Louisville just kicked a field goal. LSU and Bama in the 4th quarter, very close game with LSU having a slight 28-21. That is now over, and the underdog Louisville has the lead, 10-7, and they start the second half with the football. So can Illinois recover, especially without their top target in Jackson Kelly, or will they get upset and be knocked out of national championship contention? This Illinois defense has been all over the read option, something that we've not seen a lot. Of course, JT Barrett, when he was in school, he did it all the time to Illinois, and they were not able to stop it as Hubbard breaks multiple tackles and gains a 1st down on the slip screen. That play has been cheesing Illinois all night. 1st down for Louisville. They're nearing the red zone as Lamar Jackson, under pressure, he will look for Edwards across the middle. 1st down, penalty flag at the end of the play. And it is a face mask. Why am I not shocked? It is 3rd and goal on the 1. Louisville is inches away from the end zone. Handoff to the fullback, and he gets stuffed. Darshim the Dream was there with the tackle. Gillett is unable to score. We have another studio update as Louisville ended up going with a field goal, and LSU has defeated Alabama 28-21. LSU should certainly move up in the rankings. 8-1. Alabama falls to 6-4. It is 2nd and 11 at about the 25 for Illinois, as Fisher under a lot of pressure, and he is sacked once again. I don't know what Brandon Foster's blocker was doing, but that's ugly. It is 3rd and 17 for Illinois. Fisher and Kendrick Foster in the backfield. Fisher will look for Kendrick Foster on a screen. Foster trying to get by numerous defenders, but he does. 4th quarter underway. Huge 3rd down and 4 for the Illinois defense and Louisville offense, as Brown wide open, no coverage, and he gains 10. It is 2nd and 10 for Louisville, nearing the 50-yard line. 5.5 minutes left in regulation. Louisville up by 6. As Lamar Jackson looking to pass it, he's intercepted by the middle linebacker Delshon Phillips. Phillips gets past the 50. Huge play for the defense. Lamar Jackson extremely frustrated. Illinois is getting some great field position off of this huge turnover by their star senior middle linebacker Delshon Phillips. Is Fisher sees a wide open Kyle Busch, and Busch actually holds on to it. Very surprising and a big play for the freshman from, I think, somewhere in Illinois. Illinois 1 for 2 today in the red zone, courteous of Akeem Manson. Is on 2nd and 5. Handoff for Kendrick Foster. Foster sees nothing but green and black, I guess, because that's the color of the end zone. Ahead, and Illinois will get the touchdown, most likely giving them their first lead of the game? I think so. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think this will be their first lead. This one is going down to the wire. About 4 minutes left. Illinois up by 1 as it's 2nd and 4. A little bit past the 50 for Louisville. Handoff for Hubbard. Hubbard has a 1st down. breaks a few tackles and gains 14 yards. It is second and 8, or not second and 8, second and 2 after an 8-yard gain for Louisville. Lamar Jackson looking short for Brown. Brown, first down. That rhymed. It is second and 4 for Louisville. They're at about the 6-yard line and probably about to take the lead as Hubbard is slammed to the ground by Marcus Miller, the killer, and it's 3rd and 7. It is 3rd and 7. Louisville chewing the clock as they're just going to continue to run it. And he gets stopped once again, and Illinois will call it timeout. This kick is for the lead. It is up, and it is good. And Louisville will take the lead up by 2 points. I mean, they could be up by 6 because Akeem Manson's still going to miss the game when he feels. Keep their national championship hopes alive. Illinois is going to need to drive down the field and get some points. And they're going to be without their top target in Jackson Kelly. As Fisher scrambling. He's going to run it, and it's going to be 3rd and 6. Huge play for Illinois. Major 3rd and 6 here for the Fighting Illini. Fisher under pressure. Scrambling. Doesn't gain anything, and it's going to be 4th down. This might be the season. 4th and 6. Illinois, of course, going. As Fisher looking for Kyle Busch of all people. And he drops it. Yeah, Jackson Kelly would have caught it right through his hand. Illinois is 4 yards away from losing this football game. 1 timeout remaining. As it will be a handoff for Hubbard. And he gets the first down. And he actually gets the touchdown, too. Illinois needs to get a touchdown. And they need to get a touchdown quickly. Then they need to get an onside kick. And then they need to get a field goal or a touchdown. Probably a touchdown because Akeem Manson kind of sucks. As Daniel Barnes doesn't quite get the first down. That was awfully close. 17 seconds left. As it looks like it might be a Hail Mary. Fisher scrambling, looking down the field for Kyle Busch. And it is intercepted by Robinson. That is the game. And that's how this game ends. Louisville will get the upset win by 9 points. The Illinois defense struggled. The pass blocking and run blocking, for that matter, was horrendous. And Eric Fisher did everything he could. But this must just not be the year for Illinois.